What's up? It's Angel. Thanks for clicking on this video, and be sure to subscribe below if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Now, I'm going to tell a story that happened so many years ago. I think I was like 14 or 15. I don't even know where to start or begin with it, so I'm just going to kind of talk about like how this even happened in the first place, I guess. So, it all started where I was at my friend's house. We're going to name her Mandy for this story just because I'm not sure if she wants her name, like her real name. I don't think she'd care, but just in case, we'll just call her Mandy. And she was such a troublemaker for as far as I can remember. Like, since we started, like, liking boys and stuff and, like, getting into all that. So probably junior high is when she started becoming a just she was a crazy child. And she was the only child, so maybe that was why, like, I don't know, but she was just crazy, she's special. Yeah, so we ended up going across the street, because across the street from her house at the time, she she had like a school, and it had like a playground, obviously, because it was a school, right? So we'd always go over there to hang out and like do stuff aside from like being like under her parents' supervision, if you know what I mean. Like we didn't want to be like around them all the time. We wanted to do our own thing and like be loud and and do whatever. So we went to the playground. We just hang out there and like chill and do whatever we freaking did. I don't even know. But we were weird. And I guess he met this guy from I think her school. And we're gonna give these two guys different names. Because just in case we need to. So we're gonna name one Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
We're gonna name one Chase. Like I know a Chase, but that's not the one. We're gonna name Jeff and Chase. Okay. The guy that came and picked us up, because she had this guy that she was talking to or whatever come pick us up from the playground that we were at, and her mom did not allow her to be with boys. Well, her mom and her dad did not allow her to be with any boys and stuff. They were like, too young for that, because we were like 13 or 14. What happened was, she was talking to him on the phone, and she was like, we're gonna go hang out with my friend Jeff. And I was like, okay, like, whatever. And I was like, are you sure we're allowed to do that? And she's like, I mean, we're not, but we're gonna be okay. Like, he's my friend. Like, nothing's gonna happen. We're just gonna hang out with him because there's nothing to do at this playground. Which, I mean, there's only so much you can do. But, like, I was always the paranoid one. That's why we got matching tattoos, too. Like, I don't know if you can see it that good, but mine says, I'll keep you safe, and hers says, I'll keep you wild. And we were always like that when we were growing up. I was one to be like, this is not like safe for us to do. We probably shouldn't do it. And she'd always like be like, oh my goodness, like I wanna go to this person's house, like party, not tell my parents, like all, you know what I mean? Like she was like the wild child. And so back to the story, she said we had to walk down like the street, so that my parents, because we were across the street, so that they like didn't see us going to his car or anything. Which like I don't think they would, just looking across the street unless they were like looking for us. But we like started walking down the street to meet him wherever, and then he pulls up, and we get in his car. He's like fucking like speeding and shit, and like go like that, and like when you turn, you don't even put the brakes on, you just like turn and like whoa, like that's how he was. I was like, what do you get us into? Like really, Mandy? Like what the fuck? And like she always did that, like growing up. She always got us in situations where I'm like, really? So we I think we were just talking about what we were gonna do, or like I guess they said we were gonna go to his friend Chase's house because like we're all just gonna hang out. And he had a pool and stuff. And this was like the middle of summer. We're driving to his house, it wasn't far away from where we originally were. So we went there and there was like this big pool in the backyard and hot tub. because we just cut through his backyard. Like we didn't like knock on his door or anything. That's just where we went through. And then I see this guy come out, and I was like, girl, he is cute. Like when I look back on it, he was not that cute. He really wasn't. But you know how us girls are when we are at a certain age. We're just like, oh my goodness, a boy. Like maybe that's just me. We like introduce each other and blah blah blah, and we just and I was on my fucking period, so this was like where it was awkward because we didn't bring bathing suits or anything because we didn't know how this was gonna happen in the first place. I'm pretty sure that Mandy just borrowed some of his like one of their clothes, like some of their like extra clothes to get in the hot tub because that's where what we were doing. I guess we were just like sitting in the hot tub, like, oh my goodness, it's so cool. And then they gave me a pair of clothes, and that's when I realized that I was like, I probably just realized there that I started my period because that's my look, right? I just like put my legs in the hot tub while everybody else was sitting in it, right? And it kind of got awkward because there was a point where where Mandy was like flirting with Jeff, right? And I suck at flirting, I still do. But I was trying to like flirt with Chase and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, trying to be funny and like when I try to like flirt or show off, I try to be funny. I'm not. But I tried, and they were like asking me, like the guys were, and they were like, why aren't you getting in the hot tub? Like, why are you just sitting on the edge like a weirdo? And I was like, I just can't. I just don't want to. I'm fine. And freaking Mandy was like, she started her period. That's why she can't. Bitch, really, really gotta put me out like that though. Really though. So I mean, she's probably watching this right now. So if you're watching this, and you know who you are. I love you. And while this is going on, her mom starts calling her phone, realizing that we're not where we're supposed to be, you know. And so she keeps blowing her phone up, and she's like, I'm like, Mandy, your phone is blowing up, like it's your mom. And she's like, fuck. She's like, you know what, we're just not gonna answer. And I think at one point, at one time, she did answer, because like she like called and started leaving messages and stuff, and she's like, what do you want? And like she was the type where she always fought with her mom and stuff, and like she just didn't want to be told what to do. And so she was like, Mom, what do you want? And then she was like, you better get your ass home right fucking now. I know you're not where you're supposed to be and stuff like that. And she was like, yes, I am. And then she was like, no, you're not. And then like Mandy hung the phone up. And I'm like, Mandy, we gotta go. Like, I don't want to get in trouble with your mom. Because her mom was the type where she didn't fucking care. If you were in her house and you disrespected her rules, you were gonna fucking hear it. She did not care if you were good or not. Like, she wouldn't lay a hand on you, but she would fucking yell at you. Like, it was not good. And I have anxiety. I've always had freaking anxiety. At this time, I didn't know what anxiety was, so I didn't even know what was going on. But I always was, like, paranoid. And I was like, I really don't want to get yelled at by your mom. I really don't. Like, we should probably go. And she was like, whatever, fine. And her phone, I think her phone actually was starting to die too. So she was like, we probably should go. And like I also pulled, like when we were like getting ready to leave and she was changing and stuff, I like pulled her aside and I was like, can you ask Chase for me, like if he wants to like date me? Because I really sadly wanted a boyfriend at that time, which it didn't really work out. I can tell a whole nother story with that probably, like about me and Chase. It was bad. Like I got like kind of sad and like they were like, okay, we'll take you home, and she did like I was so embarrassed, but she asked Chase before we left right in front of me. She was wondering if you're interested in dating her, if you like her at all. And he was like, oh, he said, that's nice of her. Like, I like she's cute, but I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. I got that a lot. But he's like, but I'll be her friend, I'll talk to her and stuff. And so I was like, okay, fine, cool. I got his number, he got mine. And they both came with us, like, because one had to drop us off, like, Jeff had to drop us off, but Chase came with us, and he sat in the back with me, and they were driving, and, like, speeding like crazy, and they dropped us off, they, like, get out and walk us to, like, the school, because it was late, it was probably, like, 9-ish. I know the sun was down, it was not late, but it was dark enough for us, like, at our age, we should not be outside by ourselves. So, they walked us, and then they said goodbye, and, Mandy, like, was hugging on, Jeff and saying bye and shit. And then I gave Chase a hug goodbye, and I was like, I'll text you. I was like, okay. And I'm like, see you later. Hopefully you guys don't get in too much trouble. So we start walking, and I'm like, dude, I'm freaking out. Like, as soon as we get there, your mom's gonna, like, flip. And Mandy was like, we gotta make up some excuse. So this is the thing. We went, because there's a woods. Like, there was, like, another, like, little park area. She was going to tell her mom that we got lost in there. And that we couldn't find a way out. And that her phone ended up dying. Or it was starting to die, and that's why she didn't pick up the phone much. And that's why she hung up. Was that her phone died? Because she turned her phone off at that point. So we start walking, and, like, that was the plan that we were both gonna go with. And we walk to, like, sneak up as quietly as possible, like, towards the back to get into the doorway. And while we're walking past, her mom is in the window, and she's like, "You motherfucking bitches better get in the house right now and fucking explain yourselves," or whatever else she was saying. She probably didn't really call us a bitch, but I know she was cussing. She was pissed. I don't blame her, because we were not where we were supposed to be. We're two teenage girls, you know what I mean? I don't blame her for freaking out. We walk in there, and I'm almost, like, in tears, because I was like, we're dead, dude. And she's like, I'm already on the phone with her fucking mom, and I'm like, shit, man. We're in so much trouble. So, Mandy was like, don't break, she's like, don't tell the truth. Like, no matter what, don't end up telling the truth, because if you do, you will go home tonight, and I'll be grounded. And, you know, you gotta take that freaking rap for your fucking friend, because she wanted to fucking go somewhere that she shouldn't go to, and never fucking listen to me, knowing that we were gonna get in trouble. We ended up going in there, taking our sweet ass time, because we were fucking scared as shit. And she starts explaining to her mom as soon as she got in the door. She was like, you guys better start explaining yourselves. And she was like, we got lost in the woods, Mom. We're sorry. Like, my phone died. We were trying to find our way out. We couldn't. And, like, I'm sorry. And she was like, bullshit. Like, that's a fucking lie. That's not what happened. You better tell me the truth right now. And she was asking me. And, you know, it's hard for me to lie to people, like parents and stuff. And, I was just like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, we were lost. And she was like, well, here's your mom. You better talk to her right now. She's been worried sick about you. And I got on the phone, and I was like, what happened? Like, seriously, tell us the truth. Like, we just want to know where you guys were. We've been worried about you. I tell my mom the same thing that I told her mom, and my mom was like, it's okay. Like, just make sure you don't go in to those woods again and do, like, go somewhere you shouldn't go. And at this time, Mandy had this whole fucking scene planned out. She started crying, and, like, really, she's a good ass fucking actor, let me tell you. She was like, I'm sorry, like, what am I supposed to do? And she was just crying and saying we really got lost and stuff, and saying, like, why are you yelling at me? Like, I didn't mean to do this and stuff. And, she asked for, my mom wanted to talk to her mom again, and my mom was like, my daughter doesn't usually a lot of people, like, she's one of those people where she's really anxious about, like, making stuff up, so I feel like they must be telling the truth if she's telling me, because, I was a good child. Yeah, she was just like, I feel like they must be telling the truth. My daughter would lie about something like that. But, she was just like, okay, whatever, like, fine, I'll just let it go. But, next time, you guys better not be going in somewhere you shouldn't be and doing something that you shouldn't be doing. And, she was like, you guys just go to her room and get ready for bed and stuff. So we go in there, and, freaking Mandy's fucking laughing. She was like, you got away with it. Oh gosh, you got away with it. And she was like, man, that was scary for a second, though. And I'm like, no shit. And then she starts texting. I'm pretty sure she was using my phone because, like, she did that a lot. I think she was texting Jeff on my phone, and they were talking about coming back because she had, like, this big window that she, like, could slide open and stuff, and they were talking about coming back, and I was like, please don't do that tonight. Like, I'm not trying to get in more trouble than we already are. And, she kept talking about it, and she's like, I guess they're not going to, sorry that I'm gross, but she's like, I guess they're not going to come tonight, so. Basically, that's what happened. We got away with it. We didn't get in trouble or anything. She ended up kind of talking to Jeff, and I ended up kind of talking to Chase, but, like, we weren't, like, me and Chase, like, weren't dating or anything. Like, I didn't really get my first boyfriend until I was 17, so, yeah, that's the whole story with that. And, yeah, if you want the video of me talking about the whole situation with Chase, give this video a big thumbs up so I know, and I would do that. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I know I said it in the beginning of the video, but I'm going to say it again. Freaking subscribe here. And, yeah, so, till next time, later.